Hey everybody, MIKEYLITO here with another matinee review, this time of My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, the third in a series of movies, which when I did my review of The Equalizer, I told you that I hadn't watched either of the first two films. I corrected that on Wednesday. And so I saw both number one and number two earlier this week. So this is a little different than The Equalizer in the sense that even though it is a third film, I thoroughly enjoyed The Equalizer. I'm not really sure how people are going to react to what I have to say about this film and the two films that preceded it. A lot of tropes in this film. And I guess if you're Greek, you would see, uh, it's as if you're making fun ethnically, which sometimes can be fun in a movie. And in the first film, it was enjoyable. The first film was an independent film, and I suspect, I don't really know, but it didn't have any major studio backing the original film. It was a product that Rita Wilson, the wife of Tom Hanks, brought to her husband, and apparently he used his relationship with home box office in order to get the film made. Incidentally, it's extremely hot here in New York, so I'm sweating like crazy. Um, then the second film, Universal, picked up the movie. So even though home box office still had a part of it, Universal put their name on the film along with Gold Circle Films, which was the production company that originally produced it. And Tom Hanks' company, Playtone, also got a credit. And then this third film, instead of Comcast putting it out under the Universal label, they put it out under Focus Features, which is the boutique label that it's studio independent films. So it's still produced by Gold Circle Films, but by Focus Features instead of Universal, even though Universal obviously is going to distribute it. This movie is akin to me, like The Little Rascals, or the Saturday morning serials. It's a situation comedy. Only instead of a half an hour every week, it's a 90 to 2 hour film every couple of years. This film was directed by the star of the film, Nia Villardos, and she also wrote it. So it was written and directed by her. She only wrote the first two films. She wrote and directed this film. John Corbett returns as Ian Miller, her husband, who is non-Greek, and much was made of that in the first film, him being non-Greek. In this film, the family travels to Greece. Michael Constantine, who played Gus in the first two films, did not appear in this film. He was apparently ill when this film was being produced, and uh, Nia Villardos let him know that he wasn't being written in the script, and he subsequently died, I guess, during the production of the film or shortly thereafter. So he did not appear in the film. I'll tell you who else doesn't appear in the film. Lainey Kazan, who is a major part of the first two movies. She has a very limited role in this third film, which is unfortunate. So Andrea Martin, who also appeared in the first two films, she is a major player in this film, along with Louis Mandylor, who plays Nick. He also was a major in this film. I don't really know what to say other than if you have a lot invested in this family, then maybe you want to go see this film. As for me, it was really kind of run of the mill. It wasn't a bad film. There were some redeeming portions of the film, the way they talked about Syrian refugees. And yes, there was a big fat Greek wedding in this film as well. So all three films have weddings in them. So there are some redeeming qualities to the film, but it is a film that I really feel you could wait for streaming on. The first two films stream on Peacock. And if you don't have Peacock, you can also see the first film on Max, or as I said in the previous review, if you're Tom Jr. Jackson, HBO Max. Now, what did I think of the film? Here's the rating scale that I use. It's from Track TV. It goes from 1 to 10. And this film, give me a second. I am going to give it a 5. That's equivalent to 2.5 stars. I did look at lower numbers, but I decided that it really wasn't fair to go lower than 5. So that's equivalent, as I said, to 2.5 stars. Like I said, you can add a couple of points if you're invested in this family, but for me, it was right there in the middle. I could have easily waited to see it on Peacock the way that I saw the first two films. So My Big Fat Greek Wedding playing in theaters this weekend. And if you have a mind to, go and see it. Now, coming up next week on Friday, September the 15th, Kenneth Branagh and 20th Century Fox present another Hercule Poirot film. This one's called A Haunting in Venice. And I will be reviewing it after I see it on Friday. The previews are too late for me to see it on Thursday. So 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 6 p.m. U.S. East, and 3 p.m. U.S. Pacific. And I really think most of the reviews are going to be settling into this time period at 6 p.m. because it seems now that most of the summer is over that they are scheduling the previews much later than 6 o'clock. So I really won't be able to see them that late on a Thursday. But if they schedule them earlier, I will be able to go see it. Now, on the weekend of Thursday, the 21st, or Friday, the 22nd, Expendables 4 will be playing. My theater still has not booked it, so I can't really tell you when I will be seeing it. I have a suspicion it will probably be Friday, and I also have a suspicion that I might have to travel in order to see it. So we'll see. And then the film that I am really looking forward to in September, on September the 29th, The Creator, also from 20th Century Studios and starring John David Washington. I am really looking forward to that film, and I will be reviewing it on Friday, the 29th, 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 6 p.m. in the east of the U.S., 3 p.m. in the Pacific time zone. And as before, the films that will be coming up the rest of the year: Killers of the Flower Moon, coming up in October, Five Nights at Freddy's, The Marvels, The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And this is a prequel, so I may not go back and watch the previous Hunger Games, but you never can tell. I have a lot of time on my hands. Wonka and The Color Purple, the musical, premieres on Christmas Day, and I will probably have a review of that shortly thereafter. As I mentioned previously, Kraven the Hunter and Dune Part 2, which were scheduled for the rest of the year, have been moved into 2024 due to the WGA and SAG strikes. So there's that. So that's what's coming up on the channel for the rest of the year. So, as I always say, watch content, form opinion. You just heard mine. I'm looking to hear yours. No one's in the chat, so no chats to talk about, but you can leave your comment down below. Oh, where's the camera? Down below, right there. Please share and like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm on YouTube at MIKEYLITO Live. And until next week, when we'll be seeing A Haunting in Venice, this is MIKEYLITO saying thanks for watching and ciao for now.